Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we aren't looking at some sprawling academic paper or a massive historical dataset. Nope, we are diving into something totally different, an incredibly brief yet profoundly mysterious piece of text known as the Zodiac identity cipher. So, let's unpack the massive weight hidden within just a few carefully chosen words. You see, we're looking at a highly fragmented piece of source material today. We literally only have excerpts. And in the world of textual analysis, when a document is this heavily constrained, every single syllable carries immense weight. We don't have paragraphs of context or pages of exposition to help us figure out the author's intent. Instead, we kind of have to play linguistic detectives. Every space, every letter, every missing word, it's all a deliberate choice.
The title, The Zodiac Identity Cipher.
Right off the bat, before we even dive into the actual text, the title itself is doing a tremendous amount of heavy lifting here. Just think about the inherent contradiction between these two concepts. On one hand, we've got identity, which is a concept fundamentally about revealing who someone is, right? Establishing a truth, presenting a recognizable face. But then on the other hand, we have cipher, a mechanism expressly designed to lock information away and scramble the truth. It's this crazy tug of war between the hidden and the revealed. Why put those two opposing ideas right next to each other?
Well, it brilliantly illustrates that the document isn't just simple text. It's a deliberate barrier between us and the truth. By definition, an identity cipher is a cryptographic puzzle built for one singular purpose: to conceal a true name. It's like the author is waving a locked box right in front of our faces. They're acknowledging that an identity is in there, but they're forcing us to work for it. The text becomes this deeply psychological game, designed to frustrate and fascinate us in equal measure.
So, that brings us to the absolute core of our mystery. If the whole point of this document is to act as a lockbox for a true name, what identity does it actually conceal? I mean, who goes to such extraordinary lengths to boast about their existence while entirely obscuring their reality? Keep that tension in mind.
Because here are the exact, stark words provided in the document's excerpt. Just 2 words. From the entire supposed document, this is literally the only text we have to analyze. Zodiac killer. There are no verbs, no complex sentences, no demands, just a chilling phrase hanging there in the negative space.
Section 2. The excerpt. Deconstructing the text. Let's just isolate that first word for a second. Zodiac. Think about its function as a chosen moniker. It's celestial, it's ancient, it implies fate, the stars, this grand cosmic circle. By adopting this as a name, the author is projecting a seriously ominous, overarching persona. This isn't just some mundane alias. It's a claim to a sort of theatrical, untouchable grandeur. The author wants to be seen as an inescapable force, not just a mere human.
But then, bam, we hit that stark, definitive label, killer. This word violently shatters all that grand cosmic pretense of the word Zodiac. It anchors this mysterious moniker to a grim, undeniable, and honestly brutal reality. It totally strips away the theatricality and forces us to confront the actual physical stakes of this cipher. That crazy contrast is exactly what makes the phrase so deeply unsettling. You have the abstract and the lethal jammed right up against one another.
So now we face a massive interpretive hurdle. Are these 2 words a signature, or are they the subject? Think about the grammatical ambiguity there. Is this an arrogant signature at the bottom of a cryptic letter, essentially declaring, "I am the Zodiac killer," or is it a subject line saying, "This cipher contains the identity of the Zodiac killer"? That one subtle shift in context changes absolutely everything about how we approach the author's mindset.
Because our source text is so intensely limited, we're kind of just forced to sit with the unsettling silence of the unknown. We don't get the satisfaction of a conclusion here. We just have a cipher that promises an identity and an excerpt that delivers a terrifying moniker. It is honestly a masterclass in psychological manipulation through brevity. I'll leave you with this final, provocative thought to ponder regarding the deeply unresolved nature of this mystery. When a puzzle is built this meticulously, where the title taunts us with the promise of a hidden identity and the only text we find are 2 words dripping with theatrical malice, we really have to wonder, was this cipher ever truly meant to be broken? Or is the cipher itself just another weapon, designed to cast a long, unending shadow? Thank you so much for walking through this deeply fascinating piece of source material with me. Keep asking questions, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.